Hi, I never ever film videos for my main channel looking like this, so I'm just gonna apologize in advance. I'm not wearing any makeup, I didn't do my hair, and I am wearing the shirt that I slept in. I realize that I am a wreck, but I feel like lately I have left a lot of you guys' questions about my stalker unanswered, and I wanted to come on and just kind of get a little bit more personal instead of just like telling the story of my stalker. Actually get personal and talk to you guys about how I'm feeling and answer all of your frequently asked questions and just like address some rumors and just clear everything up kind of once and for all. I think that after this video, at least for a while, I'm not gonna make any more videos about my stalker, and that's not because things aren't happening. I will still keep you guys updated on Twitter and Snapchat, but I honestly feel like making that video has made things a lot worse. I don't mean like through you guys, I mean like physically with the relationship of me and my stalker. Lately, so many more terrifying things have been happening, but we will get into that in a second. And I also just don't want to keep dealing with people saying that my story is fake or that I'm talking about my stalker for views or whatever, because like I have said from the beginning, I could talk about so many different things in order to reach a quota of views. I've never told my stalker story for views or for recognition or for people to fucking talk about me. I just wanted to tell my story. Once upon a time, I did feel safer telling it on the internet because I felt like if I died or something like that happened, people would know that it was because of that, if that makes sense. And I just wanted to help anyone going through anything similar, and that's with any story that I tell, whether it's me getting fucking almost shot or underage drinking or whatever. I tell my stories to help people not make the same dumb mistakes I do, or just to help people going through things similarly to myself. But this is going to kind of be the end of the stalker videos for a while. I just want to address everything everyone has been asking, and then we're gonna move on. And my next fucking few videos are gonna be story time. So to everybody saying like I ran out of story times and this is what I do now, that is not true. My next few videos are going to be story times just to prove that point wrong. I'm excited to just kind of get back to normal, but you know. So I'm just gonna address the main thing first and foremost, and if I sound like an asshole saying this, my apologies, but if you do not believe my stalker story, you do not have to watch my videos. You can unsubscribe, and saying that literally hurts me to the point that I want to cry. I don't ever want to lose a subscriber, and even when I see one person commenting like, oh, Tana's changed, I'm unsubscribing, I don't want you guys to think that because my numbers are bigger now that doesn't hurt the same way it did back then. Losing even one member of my family hurts me. Anybody not trusting me or not believing me hurts me, but my job is not to come out here and try to convince everyone that I'm always telling the truth. It's either you believe me or you don't believe me. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to tell it how it is, and if you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, you don't. And I don't want to keep spending lots of energy trying to get people to believe me. This has been happening to me since I was in the 2nd grade, and I live my life on a daily basis in fear of dying at a young age, in fear of my mom waking up one day and me being missing, or in fear of everything that I've worked so hard for being gone, and the 2 million members of my family wondering where I am because I'm missing. I wake up every day in fear of being hurt by the same person who has been trying to hurt me or scare me or whatever the fuck their motive is since the 2nd grade. I don't sleep. I don't even sleep at night anymore in my own house because I am so afraid to sleep at night. I sleep all day and then stay up all night because every single time I go to sleep at night in my house, I wake up at 3 a.m. to my closet door being open when it was closed, and my dog, who was just asleep in my bed the last time I checked, at the edge of my bed shaking and barking at nothing because no one is there. I wake up to my phone on a different nightstand than I put it on before I went to bed. I wake up to the lights being off when I turn them on. Every time I go to bed at night and I wake up in fear, but it's like every single thing that's happening is not something I can call 911 for. I can't be like, hey 911, my closet door's open and it was closed. They're gonna tell me I'm fucking crazy. So it's to the point that I sleep all day because I'm afraid to sleep at night. It's to the point that I can't go anywhere alone. I literally will make Isabella come with me to the bathroom when I have to go to the bathroom because I'm afraid to go to the bathroom alone. I don't even take Uber as much anymore because I feel like my stalker is gonna pick me up and it's not even fucking Uber. Every single thing I do every day, I am doing it in a slight amount of fear. I don't even bother talking about my own future anymore because sometimes I feel like it's not even gonna exist. And for people to come on the internet and tell me that like that's fake or that I'm lying, it's to the point now where I'm just exhausted with that and I'm drained with that. And all I know to say is if you don't believe it, you don't have to watch, because I live my day-to-day life constantly in fear of life itself, of everything that I do, and I don't know what to do about it. And everybody seems to have a solution, and they tell me, oh, she could get security cameras, she's dumb, or she could do this, she's dumb. But like, it's not your life, and you're not going through it. And I'm doing my best now to be as secure and as safe as possible, and I will get into all of those measures in a moment. But it's like everyone just has something to say about it, but the only person who's going through it at the end of the day is me, and it is terrifying, and I hate it. And I just want to say, though, for the people that are there supporting me, and the people that are there to believe me, and the people that are just like there praying for me and telling me that they hope things get better and that they want things to stop, I am so thankful for you guys. And like I said in the very first story, and I will continue to say it, I'm not doing this for pity. I don't want pity. I don't want the comments below to be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I feel so sorry for her, blah blah blah. That's not what I want. I guess I'm coming on here today just to say I am frustrated with people not believing it, I guess. Like, either believe it or don't. I don't know what to say, you know? There's just no point in commenting those things or telling me those things, because I live my day to fucking day life in fear of one person, and it's almost insulting when people tell me I'm lying about it, because it's not like I need to talk about my stalker for views. I'm not saying I get views and then I'm this giant fucking YouTuber and that like everything's peachy keen, but like I can film a video with Shane and get more views than talking about my stalker. I can film a story time about the first time I got drunk and get the same amount of views. I can film so many other things to get views or subscribers. I would not talk about the one thing that drives me fucking insane for views. Like, I'm just talking about it because it's my fucking life. So now I'm just gonna get into answering a lot of you guys' questions. And the first one I have gotten a lot of questions about are the story that I read in my last video titled Sick. When I read that story, it was just a story that I got into my email. I was afraid. I definitely assumed that it was my stalker because the writing was so like him. It was so intelligent and whatever. And after posting that, a lot of people found the story online, and the actual writer of the story emailed me and apologized. And he was like the same email that Jason Voorhees with the clown and everything. He basically just said, hey, I didn't know you were going through all of that. It was just Halloween time. I was just trying to scare you. I didn't know that all of that was happening. I've been getting a lot of people reaching out to me. That was not my intention. I'm sorry I altered the story to scare you, blah, 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 blah. And so I guess all I know to really say to that is after that happening, I found out the story wasn't written by my stalker. Did it still terrify me during everything else going on, like during the fucking Polaroid shit going on? Absolutely. I was just reading a story saying it could be from my stalker and that I was afraid. And I just want to tell you guys, I'm so thankful for you guys being fucking detective ass, sleuth ass motherfuckers, because finding out that that story wasn't written by somebody wanting to fucking kill me and put my head in a freezer lifted a lot of weight off my shoulders, and I'm really thankful for that. And to anybody saying just because that email written to me happened to be like on a website that my entire fucking stalker story is fake, that's just like ignorance to me. I don't know, like I got that email, I was afraid. The rest of my stalker story is still my fucking stalker story. I still have my second grade yearbook with his fucking pictures in it. He still went to court for other things that he's done to me. He still went to jail. Like, it all still is the same story. It's just like that email happened to be from someone else. I don't really like know what to say, you know? To everybody commenting, oh my god, just get a new fucking phone, get a new phone number, whatever. I just did both of those things. I just got an iPhone 7 and I just changed my phone number, brand new phone with a brand new phone number, and about a week later my phone is doing all of the same things it was. It still beeps when I call. I still will lock it and then open up and it's different apps. All the time random pictures will be saved to my camera roll that I did not screenshot and I did not take, that are of random things, like a black wall or like a screenshot of a tweet on Twitter that I didn't fucking screenshot or like whatever. So I'm under a very vast assumption that my phone is still cloned. If you guys want me to tweet all of the pictures that have been saved to my camera roll, I can show those if you want to. They're just really fucking creepy. I don't know. My phone is cloned again, and yes, I can go get another new phone and go get another new phone number and go get another new laptop and go get another new Wi-Fi network and go get another new iPad and go get another new router and go get another new smart TV, because someone can clone your phone just based off of if you connect to your Wi-Fi network once or if you plug it into your computer once. So once one thing is cloned, you have to go get an entire new set of things, and obviously that is very fucking expensive, and I'm not just gonna keep doing it, you know what I mean, just for 5 days later it to happen all over again. So everybody asked me about that. I got a new phone and I got a new phone number and I tried to fix it. It didn't work. I don't know. I guess in a month's time I'll go get a new phone and a new phone number and it won't fucking work. Do you understand why I'm exhausted and why I feel defeated? Like, that's why. For everybody asking me, why do you put it on the internet, blah blah blah. I was just having this conversation with Natalia the other day. She was kidnapped when she was really young and she was getting a lot of hate for the same reason. Why did you put it on the internet? We both were just talking about and came to the same consensus of like, I would rather share my story, so if something were to happen to me, people would know the story. Like, if I just filmed completely normal story times and I never talked about my stalker story and I still had my stalker and then one day I went missing, no one but people close to me would know why. But if I'm sharing my stalker story on the internet and I went missing, there would be millions of people who knew what was good and could assist in justice. I don't know. I feel like there's strength in numbers. I also am very much an open book with you guys. I always have shared every fucking tidbit of my life, and that's why when people say I'm not real or people say I'm not open or that I'm changing, I still on a daily basis share every single tidbit of my life with you guys because I want to have that relationship with you guys. I want you guys to feel like my family. I want you guys to feel like my friends, and that's why I share this story. I would much rather come on right now and say, hey, I am exhausted. I feel like shit. I don't sleep at night. I am afraid to fucking do anything anymore. My phone is fucking gone. I'm going insane. Then come on and be like, hi guys, I'm so happy. This is my makeup routine, because that's fucking fake and that's not how I am. I just share what I'm feeling. I share what's going on. That's what I've wanted to do since the beginning, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. To everybody asking for and telling me and giving me advice to what security measures I should take, tomorrow I am having a home security person come install the most high-tech, top-of-the-line home security system in my entire house, and I'm hoping that that will do something. I don't think it will because my stalker is very capable of hacking anything, but I'm doing that. I'm starting with that, and I'm looking into companies that let you rent Rottweilers for like use, like basically they're like a security dog that is trained to attack. When you say attack, it's for it to like sit at the edge of my bed when I sleep. I'm looking into that. I've also looked into a bodyguard. Just at the end of the day, a lot of these things are really fucking expensive and time consuming and require a lot of upkeep, and I'm still very busy with YouTube and with touring and with all of the projects and traveling that I'm working on. It's just been hard, but lately I've come to the realization that those things are more important than me doing other things, because if I were to die or if I were to go missing or if one of my friends were to die, which I'm going to get into in a moment, some sketchy shit happened yesterday, I realized that my life is very important and I wasn't valuing it as much as I could, and I was just kind of accepting that I was gonna fucking die one day, and that's not smart. So yeah, I'm looking into every security measure. I'm looking into a bodyguard or a Rottweiler. I got a new phone. I'm trying, you guys. I'm really trying to end this. I'm not just doing it for like pity. I don't know. A lot of people also say, why don't you confront him? Why don't you say who he is? Why don't you show up to his house? And the answer to that is the same thing I was saying in the beginning. I am terrified of this human being. I live my everyday life terrified of the capabilities of this human being because everything he does is so traceless. I know that if he wanted to kill me, he would be able to do it tracelessly. When it comes to like fingerprints being left or coming in my house without people knowing or fucking chloroforming me and dragging me the fuck away without anybody knowing, I have never been more sure of someone being able to do something. Why would I antagonize him and make him want to do those things more? Why would I show up to his house when I know right then and there he could do something to me that he could probably do tracelessly? I also don't know where he lives or where he resides, so that is very difficult. I'm afraid. I don't know. And then a lot of people also were wondering my friends and family's standpoint on this. I'm going to, at the end of this, tell you guys a quick story of something that happened yesterday just to get you guys to understand that this never stops, and you'll understand my friend's standpoint on it more. But my family, they have the same standpoint on it as I do. They are terrified. They want me to do everything I can to stop them. My mom experienced a lot of this firsthand because she lived with me at my old house when he broke into my house the first time and folded all of the clothes, and she was there for that, so she knows what he's capable of. She knew then and there, like, he could do anything tracelessly. He could lock her keys in her car tracelessly. He can do anything tracelessly, so she is on the very much same page as I am. My mom often calls me, and I literally hate saying this on the internet so much. I hate that my stalker's gonna hear me say that. Not that he doesn't listen to my phone calls, but she calls me all the fucking time crying, all the fucking time, telling me that she doesn't want me to die before she dies, or telling me that she wants me to be safe because she doesn't want to see anything happen to me. And nothing really terrifies me more than my mom waking up to me being dead or me being missing. So for everybody asking my family's standpoint, that is it. I don't know. I'm fucking scared. They're fucking scared. And I would hate for that to happen to my mom. And Stalker, if you are watching this, I hate that I am admitting to this on the internet and that you are watching this. So I have tried to answer every single person's question that they have asked. I have tried to address every single rumor. If you have any more, leave them in the comments below. Just like on my original Stalker story, I will be replying to so many comments because I appreciate you guys' input. So many people have prayed for me and helped me and taught me so many fucking things, and I'm so thankful. So I hope I answered all of your questions, and if you have more, I will answer them in the comments below and on Twitter. But now I'm just gonna get into what happened yesterday. So I am in Reno. I originally came up here for Halloween, but I ended up staying a few days later just because I was fucking afraid to go home and I didn't want to go home. I feel a lot safer here versus in my bed all alone. And so all of my friends came up with me as well. Maya, Bella, and Ashley. My best friends are Maya, Bella, and Ashley. You guys see Bella a lot, but Maya and Ashley are also my two other best friends and have been for a long time. And Maya and Ashley live with me. I'll explain all of that in a moment. But me, Maya, Bella, and Ashley came up to Reno for Halloween just to hang out with all of our friends. And after Halloween, the day after they flew home, I was supposed to fly home with them, but I honestly just felt uneasy. I didn't want to fucking go home. I wanted to stay for a few more days. I've been so stressed out and terrified, and I just needed a moment to film my videos and relax here. Bella has her own room and Maya and Ashley share a room, and it's awesome, and I love them, and I love living with them, and I'm so grateful for my friends. They really do make me feel a lot safer, and I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for the fact that they basically risk their lives to live with me. We all have a group message where we all like make our plans in with us girls and our 3 closest guy friends. And so they were texting in the group message, and they made plans for our 3 guy friends to come over, Amari, and then our friends Ivan and Nick that you guys don't know. And so Amari, Ivan, and Nick came over, and they were all hanging out at my house while I was here in Reno. So it was Bella, Maya, Ashley, Amari, Ivan, and Nick. And so they all hung out for a few hours, and then Amari, Ivan, and Nick went home. So it was just the 3 girls in the house, and they went to bed. And then it was a late night, so everybody was sleeping in except Ashley. Ashley had work the next morning at 8:30. So she was up at 8 o'clock, and she walked out of her room, and she just called me and told me all this. So I'm just like relaying what Ashley said, basically. She immediately woke up and just felt uneasy, felt like someone else was in the house. Like she didn't know what to do, you know, just like felt weird. And so she was walking from her room to the laundry room. It's basically like down a hallway. And as she was walking down this hallway, she heard footsteps behind her, like someone was walking behind her. And she didn't really know what to do. She immediately like froze and was scared, but kept like facing the same way because she didn't want to turn around and face them. She had no weapon. She had just gotten up out of bed. She was very confused. And so she walked into the laundry room and like got in there and kind of got her grips together and still kept hearing footsteps of someone basically being behind her. And so she's standing there facing into the laundry room, and finally she turns around, and as she's turning around, she hears someone like rush around the corner, like basically like pivot turn from where they were standing behind her to right around the corner, because right outside of the laundry room you can turn around a corner and not be like seen from the laundry room, if that makes sense. And so she turns around and she sees no one, and then in her peripheral she sees the door to her room open and Maya asleep in her room. And Maya and Ashley are like this, so obviously she fucking like freaked out. She didn't want anything to happen to Maya, so she ran into her room with Maya and shut the door and locked the door. Now Bella's room is next door to their room, so they started blowing up Bella's phone, woke her up, and told her to come in the room with them. So all 3 of them get in the room, they lock the door, and they're like, we hear someone in the house. They heard someone running up the stairs, because my stairs are like wooden, they're very like loud, like you can hear anyone going up them. And so they're all like, fuck, okay, what do we do? So the first thing they do, just so they don't call the police or freak anybody out for no reason, is they call individually Amari, Nick, and Ivan to make sure that one of them didn't come back or stay the night or anything like that. And all 3 of them were at home in their beds, answered, and were like, no, I'm not there. So as they're sitting there for a second, they're like, do we call 911? Like, Tana's not here, what do we do? And they hear someone stomping upstairs, not even like walking. And this gives me chills because I just like hate that my friends were in my house and something could have happened to them, and it is my fucking fault. I'm just thankful for them, honestly. If I feel like if I were in their position, I would move out, and they still stick by my side, and I'm really appreciative of it. They hear the stomping upstairs and they freak the fuck out. They're like, what do we do? Someone's upstairs, like it's stomping there, someone just like running around in my room upstairs. And so they call 911, and there are 2 doors in my house. Basically there is one on the top floor and one on the bottom floor. You can exit and enter through both doors. It's basically like 2 front doors. And so they call the police, and they tell them they hear someone upstairs, and that if they're gonna leave, that they're probably gonna exit through the top floor, because why would they come back downstairs and pass them and get caught? The police have them stay in the room until they get there, and once the police get there, they ask them if they can leave my loft and go into the parking garage to be safe. And so they're like, yeah, the person is upstairs, we hear them right now, they'll probably exit through the top door, so we'll just run straight out of Maya's room, out of the front door, and down to the parking garage. So that's what they did. They ran out of the front door, and they left the front door open, and they ran down to the parking garage, and they talked with the police. Ashley told them everything, because Ashley was obviously the one who knew the most, because Bella and Maya were just asleep. Look at that, my phone just randomly slid and tried to open and enter a passcode. Ashley tells them everything that they know, and then the police come up, and the girls stay outside, and they clear the whole house, and they tell them that no one is inside. And so the police confirm that there was no signs of breaking and entering from any of the doors, the balcony doors, nothing, that whoever entered had to have used a key. The girls all basically confirmed that they didn't really hear anyone come through the front door, that they probably entered through the top door. And so the police take them upstairs, and they're looking at the door, and they realize that the door is locked, like the top door to the top floor is locked. So whoever was just upstairs and left out of the top unlocked door had to have locked it. If they would have just left out of that door, the door would have been unlocked. So then the police do this little thing where they stick this like silver wire swabby thing in the keyhole, and they basically can confirm that the keyhole was just used. I don't know how the fuck police officers do that. You can Google it if you don't believe me. I don't give a fuck. That's what they told my friends. That's what my friends told me. So they basically said whoever was just inside, if you really hurt someone or whatever, because they couldn't confirm that anyone was inside, they have a key, so you need to change your locks. Obviously my stalker thought no one was home because I was out of town, I guess, and came inside, realized people were there, and left and locked the door with his own key. So today we got the locks changed, so that is out of the way, and that is good. And now we are getting a security system. The only two things that leave me frightened with that encounter is, what was he doing in my room? Why did he want to break in? What, like, are there more cameras in there now? Is he watching me sleep? Are there microphones? Like, did he take something? And that my friends that I care about and that I love so much were in danger because of me. I want you guys to know that that is one thing that also really sits with me every day, is that my mom, my dad, my friends, everyone I love is constantly in fucking danger because of me, and that there isn't really much I can do about it. So the police just advised us to get a security system and to get new locks, and that if it happens again they can swab for fingerprints, but someone who is smart enough to have a key made to go in my house probably didn't leave any traces of themselves. That's what happened yesterday, and that all of that information is from Maya, Isabella, and Ashley. If you don't believe me, you can ask them what happened on their Twitters or whatever. I hope that all of your questions were answered, and I just want to say again, I don't want pity. I never want pity. I was just and have been here to share my story, and I'm so thankful for the people that have prayed for me and reached out to me. I would be nothing without this family. I would be so broken and so lost, and I would have no purpose if it was not for all of you, and thank you for keeping me alive, because honestly, I think that if I didn't have this purpose and this family going through shit like this, I would just want to end it, because I would want to be the person to end my life and not give my stalker the joy of knowing he could end it, if that makes sense. And I definitely think about those kind of things every day, but the thing that keeps me living is you guys. So thank you for that. And after this video, for all of the skeptics and people annoyed of hearing about my stalker, there won't be any more stalker stories for a while, just for my own safety and to stop filling my channel with that kind of negativity, because I'm still about spreading positivity. Also, for anybody asking, I am filming a video with the psychic twins where they are going to predict my death and tell me what my stalker's gonna do and all of that ASAP. I know a lot of people have been requesting that, and I'm excited to do that with them. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'm so sorry that as I'm nearing 2 million, this is the shit I'm going through. I love you guys so fucking much, and I'm trying not to cry because I don't want to cry, because I don't want to look weak. I love you guys so fucking much, and I would be fucking nothing without you. And I'm so thankful for your endless support and devotion to me and being an amazing family. I love you so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye. Also, my friends, this is what stress does to you. You bald and hair falls out of your head every single day since I've been showering. Giant fucking clumps of hair have been falling out of my head, and now I just have this awesome fucking sick ass bald spot, and I have another one over here as well, right there. You can see that right there. So it is currently 5:24, and I'm editing this video right now because, like I said earlier, I don't sleep at night when I'm at my house, and I'm at my house right now. And so something really weird happened right after I got done filming this video. Ashley called me and told me about this, and I didn't get to include it when I was sitting down filming there, so I'm just going to talk about it right now in this little video clip or whatever. So the next day after they called the police, everything kind of went back to normal for the rest of the day. And then the next morning, Maya got up for work, and she woke up and she had to shower. And so she went in the bathroom, took a shower, and she got out of the shower. She looked in the mirror. The mirror looked completely normal. It was just a foggy shower mirror. Like, everything was all foggy and steamy. You couldn't really see it, but it was a completely normal mirror. And so then she went in her room and sat down in her mirror and started doing her makeup. And then Ashley realized then that she had to also get up for work, so she got up out of her bed and she went in the bathroom to go ahead and take a shower. And she walked in the bathroom and immediately was fucking terrified. She looked in the mirror, and there was just the creepiest little freshly drawn, like drawn within that minute, smiley face in the mirror. And I'm going to insert a picture of it right here. And here it is on Ashley's Snapchat story, but like I said, I inserted the picture right here. That little smiley face was on the mirror, and so she walks back into Maya's room, and she's like, hey, did you draw this smiley face in the mirror? Like, I'm freaking out, I'm just paranoid, whatever. And Maya was like, what smiley face? And Ashley was like, stop, like, you're fucking with me. Like, she thought Maya was fucking with her. And then Maya was like, no, I didn't draw that. And so they both walked into the bathroom together. Maya was like, I didn't do that. Bella didn't do it. I wasn't home yet. That happened the next day. I was still in Reno. And so within the time that Maya got out of the shower and went into her room, and Ashley got up and walked into the bathroom to shower, that smiley face had to have been drawn on that mirror. Because like I said, Maya didn't see it before. And it's not like someone did it on the mirror before the steam came up and then the steam came up and it showed through. It was like freshly drawn and Maya didn't see it. So nobody knows how or why that happened. That was Ashley's found out story. I just thought I would include that tidbit, adding to my point of something happens every single day. I also got in contact with the FBI since making that video, and that is really helping me like ease my nerves a little bit. I'm hoping they can do something. The first thing that they told me to do was to put this in a video, to put this everywhere. I'm gonna say it really quick and it's gonna sound really morbid and I'm sorry, but I'm making this statement now so that if I were to ever die, that it could not be ruled as a suicide when it wasn't. If I ever die or if I ever go missing, I want you guys, every single one of you, to know, anyone watching this, the police, if they watch this one day as fucking evidence or whatever, I will never commit suicide. I am not suicidal. I will never be suicidal, and I would never ever end my life. So if for some reason I went missing or they found my body, and even if the killer made it look like it was a suicide, I am saying right now it was not. I was killed, because that is often really common. If someone wants to kill someone and they're afraid that they can't get away with it by hiding the body or whatever, they make it look like a suicide and it gets ruled as a suicide, and that person continues on living their life as a murderer and no justice is served. Because if I die, obviously I want justice to be served to the person who killed me. It isn't a suicide and it won't ever be a suicide, and I am not suicidal, nor will I ever be. So yeah, I just had to include that. The FBI gave me that tip. I thought it was a really smart tip. I wanted to include it. I hope all of your questions were answered in the video, and like I said in the beginning, if you don't believe it, you can just stop watching. So yeah, 5:28 a.m. and I have a flight in 5 hours. What the fuck is sleep? I will talk to you guys in my next video, which is probably the video I'm filming today with the psychic twins. So I love you.